Hi guys, welcome back to Game On with Sabina. I know it's been like forever. I can't even count when I made the last video, but we back and we promise that we're gonna try to be as consistent as possible. We have the Women's World Cup. I hope you are away, and I hope you'll be watching.
Away.
Hopefully he's gonna be watching. So definitely we need to speak more about Women's World Cup.
Not today.
Not today. I'm just talking like how we still need to, how I'll be back in their faces all the time. But now there's so many things that happened in the Premier League. We have, guys, we missed out on catching up on Arsenal bottling the leagues. We have we have an Arsenal player who, shame, it was a lot. Hey, you went through a lot bottling the league, because I was laughing all the time, but at the same time I was really feeling sorry for him.
We won the Champions League, the only team in London being in the Champions League.
Okay, you can flex against Chelsea's and be like, we at least made it to the Champions League, and we've never thought of it. Like, I've never, because I remember, I think I made a video at the beginning of the season, and we all said our top 4 players are teams who are gonna make it to the Premier League, and I did not even have Arsenal. I think I had Manchester City, I had Chelsea, I had
United,
Spurs, and I had
Liverpool.
United. No Spurs, no, Liverpool and United. Because for me, I was like, those are the teams that are gonna make it. Chelsea did not make it. Spurs did not make it.
Liverpool was struggling,
did not make it. Guys, we have Arsenal. Like, do you understand? We have Arsenal. Not even Arsenal. We even have Newcastle, bruh. Like, coming into the WhatsApp group and say hi. Yeah. It's gonna be rough. I'm just like, the next season is gonna be nice. So, as you know, the season ended. So we decided that today we're gonna make this nice. We're gonna play a game. Most of you, maybe I think everybody plays at this game. But we're gonna play a game which is gonna be, we're gonna say our best players, our most improved players, and our worst players. Okay. Flopped players. Yeah. Apparently worse is a mean word.
Yeah.
Flopped players.
Next season they might come stronger than this season.
I think a lot of teams are gonna come stronger. Yeah. That's gonna happen. So we're gonna do only 8 teams. I think it's fair to do only 8 teams. And in each team we're gonna state our best, our improved, and our worst. And maybe I can just sprinkle the most surprised, but that would be for him. So so let's start with the champions.
There's few teams with
surprises there. Yes. Okay, let's start with the league champions. Obviously, Manchester.
And don't forget that Arsenal had like 297 days on top,
and we had like less than that. And apparently this is not the first time.
So we are the true champions.
Please don't say that to people. They're gonna laugh at you. They're literally gonna laugh at you. So guys, we're gonna start with Manchester City. For me, my best player. Okay, yeah, for Manchester City. Should I speak my best, my worst, and my improved immediately?
Yeah, you can say your best, your improved, and your flopped, and then you tell us why are they best, why are they.
I think that's better. I am gonna give my mine. So I think we can all agree my best player for Man City. Have everybody written down here. It should be Haaland.
I knew, obviously.
It's for obvious reasons, guys. The reason why I'm choosing Haaland is, when we started in the beginning of the season, like we know, a lot of people were talking about how Haaland is making City bad. He's not a player who's good for City. There were so many talks, even before preseason. I think we had a game with Liverpool. He missed a lot of chances. And when he missed those chances already, people were like, he's going to struggle in the Premier League. He's not going to score goals for this. People said a lot of things. And he just surprised us. He did a lot for Manchester City. So I think I'm choosing him, and I'm not saying that other players did not do well. I know we have other good players who did very fair, but I'm choosing him because he just came into a new different league, and with what he did, a person who's studying in the new different league, because a lot of players do struggle when they come to the Premier League. We've seen that, but what Haaland did is superb. So for me, I'm saying Haaland.
And improved player?
My improved player. Yeah. This one, he's not gonna be surprised. He's not gonna be surprised. Yeah. Reason is, I thought this guy was the worst signing, worst flop. Like, we wasted money on him, and you kept saying to me, he's a good player, Sabina. He's a good player. He will surprise you. Just give him time. And we all know Grealish. Guys, Grealish surprised me this season. Like, I don't see myself even playing the Champions League without Grealish. Like, do you understand? That's how far good Grealish is. And I think for me, we've seen how good, and not only that, they're confident. And I think he got that more from Pep, because when a lot of us were like, he's flopping and everything,
and he's
Pep,
defending also.
And he's defending so well. Like, he's taking up players, he's creating chances for the team. I think one of the things that I love about him is he gets the ball moving forward.
He doesn't really score, but when he has the ball, he does something with the ball, and then defending also. When Manchester City is struggling, when you guys don't have the ball, like, you can go back
and say, if you've watched the game that we played against Liverpool, like, literally, if Grealish was not there, that was a goal.
One of
that
the
was
best.
Exactly. Yeah. So for me, I'm gonna say the improved one is definitely Grealish. And then my worst or flopped, it has to be Sergio Gomez. Yay.
Sergio Gomez.
Yes.
Which Sergio Gomez?
What? You don't know him? He's literally playing for City. He's like the worst player right now. That guy cannot even make a proper pass. He has played few games.
Oh yeah, I see what you're talking about.
He can't even make a proper pass. He frustrates me every time he plays for City. He hasn't played much.
That's what I'm saying.
Listen,
you judging him?
Yes, I'm judging him. Listen to why. I'm judging him in few games.
There's a lot of players that you can judge, like, with like the amount of the time.
Listen, I'm still saying, the thing is with City, it's not easy to spot bad players in City. Flopped players. No, I'm just saying it's not easy, in a sense that a lot of players, they actually do well when they play. But Sergio Gomez, Sergio Gomez played the worst. He played against Chelsea, even their last game with Brentford. I was just so frustrated. I was not happy.
Young.
He is. No, listen. I'm saying he just wasn't fitting now. I'm not saying that's gonna be him next season. I'll definitely think he can improve.
Imagine City as a team that plays. We know the starting 11. We know, okay, those are the players, and then you can just come and then
For example, I think, Kevin Phillips, he's not Rodri. He's definitely not a Rodri. But we can work with him with more confidence, with more game time. And,
also remember, Phillips has been playing. He played for Leeds United. He was the captain at Leeds.
Yeah.
He played for England also sometimes.
Guys, those are my choices. Let's listen to his choices.
So my choices.
Before we start debating the whole 30 minutes of my choices.
Of course, Haaland is my best player.
Hey, we agree on that one.
No, I'm just taking him because, he's a top goal scorer. He's the best player in Premier League, so I can't say otherwise.
I've already said all the reasons.
Yeah, you said all the reasons. And then my improved player also is Grealish, because we know why.
Yeah, you've been felling Grealish.
No, I like Grealish. He's a really good player. But when they bought him at Manchester City, wasn't giving what he was giving at Aston Villa. And I told you, let's give him time. He need also to be confident, and yeah, now he's getting there. And then my flop is Foden.
I don't know if he's saying that because he knows I like Foden, or just because Foden really flopped. But let me hear your reasons.
Yes, I'm gonna give you reasons. Not because you love Foden. I'm saying Foden because that's why I was even telling you. I didn't even think about Sergio Gomez because he played how many games? 5 games? 3 games? But Foden has been playing, and then we know Foden is really talented. He can do more.
But he had injuries this season.
Yes, I know. He can do even that. He can do. There was game that Foden was there playing, and then they start benching him. Why? Because he wasn't giving what we expected him to give. So that's why I just say that he's my flop. Agree or not, he's my flop.
I'm not disagreeing. That's your choice.
Yes, he's my flop for Manchester City. Foden.
Let's go to the real butlers, the real flops. Stop saying Foden is a flop. The real flops.
With a big F.
That is Arsenal. So yeah, you start. I think it's fair because he's an Arsenal fan. He's still hating. So we're gonna let Arsenal, to give us, who do you think is your best player?
So my best player that I told you there's a lot. I can
just
say.
Give me one.
I try to give you at least 2.
Okay.
At least 2.
Because it's Arsenal, I'm gonna let you.
Yeah, at least 2. I gave like Odegaard and Bukayo Saka. I didn't want to put Odegaard as improved because I I could do that, but when I see also his stats and the way he was playing, the way he was leading, it's not really, for me, it's not really a true captain, you know.
Oh, okay.
But technically on the pitch, this season he was the captain. He showed us, like when we were struggling against Southampton, he's the one who was scoring, you know, leading the team also. So for me, it's Odegaard and Saka, because he's the star boy. He's our star boy.
He's star boy.
And improved, I would say Martinelli. Martinelli, because also the same thing with Foden, you know, he's also talented. And we saw this season that Martinelli been scoring goals,
yes,
which he wasn't doing last season, you know. And then even on his playing, last season was just like gonna take the ball and start running. But now he knows when to run and when to stop.
Oh,
You know, even sometimes against Manchester City, the old Martinelli was just gonna, against Kyle Walker, he was just gonna start running. But now he knows, okay, Kyle Walker is also fast, so how do I need to play here? So
he's gaining that football intelligence.
Yes, so that's why I said improve. Also, the second improvement, sorry,
he's having two. We only have to choose one.
I'm gonna put Shaka, because I can't let it go. Shaka really. Mentally, Shaka is really getting there. I'm sad because apparently
and he's been very creative. Yeah, he is living.
I'm sad because I want him to say, like this is that's the real captain. Shaka is our real captain, but you know what happened with the fans and all of that. So maybe that's why. But mentally, he has been there. Not too many red cards like last season. You know, so that's my improved player, and then he has been also scoring goals. In the last game, he had 2 goals. So yeah, and my flop.
He's even had things written down.
Yes, my flop. Who did I put flop? I put Vieira. Why Vieira? Because Vieira came as a promising player. You know, when he came, and if we out of the Europa League, for me, it's okay. Arteta is the coach, but also Vieira. Vieira, when they trust you, they put you on the pitch to play. So play, do what you know. Don't try to be Odegaard. No, just be you.
Yeah.
You know, and in that game he was trying to be Odegaard, and he was so many bad decisions. Not only on that game, there's also other games, and I could even see Jorginho just came like 6 months ago, but you know, he was playing like he was there. You know, also I understand Jorginho has been in the Premier League,
more experienced and all that.
But yeah, that's my flaw.
For me,
still need to improve
I
also.
think Arsenal. Okay, we both agreed. Odegaard, that is my best player, and then my improved. I go for Saliba.
Oh yeah.
I go for Saliba, and I think we've seen that when he's not there.
Yeah.
You know, for me,
I forget Saliba.
I go for Saliba. He did very well, and even when he got injured.
I even told you, like, since we lost Saliba, it was like,
especially, you know, I think if we accept the fact that at the end of the season, how Arsenal bottled it, and you know how they started being shaky at the back, you need to accept that they had the best defense. You guys had the very one good defense between him and Gabriel. You know, their connection was very well. So for me, I think you guys really missed him at the back, and I would go for most improved. And then I know this one you're gonna be mad. My flopped. It's not really flopped. I don't know, but because Arsenal, for me, a lot of players did improve, so it was a bit difficult to choose. But because of the last games, he did not come through for Arsenal, especially, you know, in the City games, he made a lot of mistakes also. I'm gonna say Rob Holdings. Please.
Yeah.
I am not saying he flopped, but because Arsenal, they were not that super bad, a lot of them, I am saying when he needed to step up.
We're talking for the whole season, not
for the whole season. I don't really have like that one flaw in Arsenal.
No, I agree with you. Like
the thing is, for me, Holding could not replace Saliba.
Yes,
and that made I know that, but it made him really look super incompetent.
I agree with you, but yeah.
That's the thing. Arsenal, I feel like the whole Arsenal improved. Like the whole Arsenal as a team improved. So it was a bit difficult to actually choose who.
No, I'll give that to you, but
I'm not saying he's with the bad. We leave it with the bad. Makes sense. Everyone is. So we're gonna go for United. But never Ten Hag's kids. By the way, he had like a speech I told you about. So apparently they're winning the FA Cup. But hey, who am I to say? Who am I to say anything?
It's Man City fan.
A Man City fan. So we're gonna go for United. I think for United, because you went for, I'm gonna go this one. For United, my best player obviously should be Casemiro for so many reasons. You know, coming into the league, what he did, the stability he brought in, and when he was not there, we could see that they were really struggling. I think the confidence that I think everything that we expected him to bring into the team, he did that.
Yeah.
You know, he did that. And you need players who are gonna come, be confident and do. And you know, yes, he had red cards there and there, but we can forgive him because he has done very well. So that's for me the best player. The improved player, please don't be mad at my improved player. I think the improved player, we might agree, maybe not, maybe he's your best, whatever. But for me, it's Rashford. Rashford is my improved player. This season, Rashford was amazing, especially after we came back from the World Cup.
Yeah.
He did amazing. He had, you know, I think he had how many goals? 15 goals, if I'm not lying. 15 to 17. Yes, he had like 17 goals. And how many assists? It's not 7. Just 7, somewhere they assist. You know, this was contagious, guys. Wherever you would go, everybody had this sign, you know. He
didn't start it. Because he's Rashford.
I said it too. I was like, that is not the founder.
I first saw it from that players from Wolverhampton, the captain.
Yes, but for the mere fact that, you know, it went viral, that shows you the impact. But that shows you the impact that he made. For the mere fact that everybody started doing this, you know, every emoji whatsoever, it showed you the impact that, you know, Rashford was doing. Yes, at the end there, he started being shaky, he was not consistent, but he very much improved from last season. I think his confidence was up, you know, his runs were better. There's a lot of things that Rashford for me was the most improved. And
your flop.
Do we need to speak about this one, Maguire?
Of course.
I'm not gonna say anything. Maguire.
You don't have to say anything. We can.
Let's go.
For me also, I'll put Kaze for the same reason that you just gave here. Because we could see there's not even much to talk about him. He was the best. He was the best, but
You're also choosing Casemiro.
Yes, I choose Casemiro, but I want to put him with Bruno. Because we can't.
I would rather have Bruno on improved.
That's what I did. But now that we talk about Rashford, I think
because
I didn't put Rashford.
Guys, I'm not. He's changing his mind. No. Just speak your decisions. Don't change anything. Don't take anything.
From what I wrote down here, I put best player. I did Kaze, of course, and then improved. I said Bruno. But I didn't. Now that I'm thinking about it, I didn't want to put Bruno as improved because he was also one of the best players.
Yes.
Yeah. But put him improved. I didn't put Rashford. But now, statistics.
No, it's fine. It's your choice. You went for Bruno. And honestly speaking, from last season to now, we can include him as improved player. We can say he is an improved. He's still whiny, but we can say he's very improved player. And then your worst?
Of course, Maguire. Everyone would agree with us. Everything he touched,
guys. Maguire is gonna leave, and he's gonna make it there wherever he lives. So now we are going for Newcastle. We're gonna go, guys. Newcastle went. I was like, hi, I'm gonna surprise you. You know when they speak about someone entering the WhatsApp group, that was Newcastle.
Playing.
The importance of the money, the importance of having good. No. Listen. I'm not saying it's because of that. I'm just saying the importance.
Because since they've got those petrol guys, did they buy like big players? They took a coach who had a very good vision, who tried to create a team, not just take players and put them there. Like you create a team, create like a very group, and then they were united. That group, you can see them even when they play. They're like best friends. They're like brothers playing. All of them, you know.
That's true.
I think that's also what made them and play and then being where they are now. But now that they're going to the Champions League, it's gonna be another level. They need players.
They need players.
But need players not gonna be like, okay, you're gonna go and buy 10 players, change the whole thing. No. maybe you just need few players, because I know a few players will go and it will obviously buy some players.
Yeah.
So
Your best player?
my best players, I put like 2. Sorry.
No, okay, I'm not.
One,
Okay,
one.
okay. Who's who and who?
I put Bruno Guimaraes and Trippier.
Okay, but choose one.
Okay,
I'm gonna
between them,
be straight with you.
I'm gonna choose Trippier.
Okay.
Because he came from Atletico,
Yes.
right? And then people were like, okay, you're leaving Atletico for Newcastle. Look at, he's not well ranked and stuff like that. And then now he's improving, captain, scoring goals, defending well, everything. A good leader also. I also wanted to put Guimaraes, but it's fine. And on my improved player, I put Isaac.
He's good.
Yeah. Because he came, me I knew him in La Liga. I saw him playing, and then when he came, I was like, this guy is good. And he played even with Odegaard and Real Sociedad. And then he came here, he was playing to Newcastle. A new championship, new team, new teammates, new everything, and then he was playing well. After that, he got injured for he even missed the World Cup, and then came back like nothing happened. Playing well, keep on scoring goals, creating chances. So that
his
was
movement in the box for me.
That's my input for Newcastle, and my flop from Newcastle. No, I didn't have flop for Newcastle. Sorry, I couldn't find.
I too don't have a flop for Newcastle.
Flop for Newcastle.
Same thing for the best player. I went for Trippier, and I think for me the difference between me and you is the improved player. I went for Almiron.
Almiron also, since you didn't want me to put 2, because I put I had to.
He's a bad choice. He's like those people that choose between A and B, multiple choices. Were you passing multiple choices school?
I was.
You were like A, B, C.
No, but you can see that okay, there's not much differences. So that's why I was like, if there was a way to put 2, that's why I just put 2. Isaac and Almiron also. Almiron also. I choose between Isaac and him. I chose Isaac because Almiron, he started very well and dropped.
Yes. Okay.
And dropped. Like he really dropped. At the point they even start benching him, for a while. He just came back
But I think compared to last season and how he started
last season, even his statistics are showing that compared to last season.
Yeah, I agree. And I'm also saying Almiron has been good. Yes, at the end he started, not being very consistent, but that is also my. And then we're gonna go for Liverpool. I think no Liverpool. No, let me just. Liverpool. Can we talk about Liverpool?
Yeah.
This season they had it hard. And I think because they did, and the sad part about it is when they started the season, they had so many injuries. So they started already the season very difficult. And by that time, Newcastle, Manchester United were being on form. They were being very far. That it was difficult for them to get into it. So let's just get into it. For me, Liverpool, my best player should be Alisson. And this one, there's a Salah. But the reason I will still go for Alisson over Salah is because we know what Salah can bring into Liverpool, what he did for Liverpool, and how other seasons he has performed. So it's fair enough to say he dipped this season. He really did dip this season, and Alisson stepped up. So if in a sense that if we did not have De Gea winning the Golden Boot.
No, he wasn't because
he wasn't big.
Remember,
No, but I'm
Ramsdale
just saying.
Was good.
Yes, he had very good. He really
and
did.
On clean sheets, I think they both have 14, Ramsdale and Alisson.
They do. So, but I will still say I'm still gonna choose Alisson over Salah. Reason is like I've already said it. Salah this season was not the Salah that we know, so I'm not putting him in any way. And then for me, the most improved player. No. He was okay, but I'm still choosing Alisson. I'm sticking to Alisson. My most improved player should be Curtis Jones.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I didn't think about him. Yeah.
My improved player, enjoyed watching him. He had very good,
Yeah,
you know, he scored, and when they needed him, when they needed someone to score, he came through for them.
True.
And you know, he had a few bit of assists there and there. Yes, did not have like.
He wasn't bad. Yeah?
He wasn't.
He wasn't. Yeah.
He really did well. I actually felt like he was one of those players who came through for Liverpool and all that. Yes, Trent at the end. Trent is a bad defender, we know that. But you know, when they started playing him better in the middle, he was really good. But for me, I would say, looking at other season from the day he signed, like when did he sign? 2016 to now, Curtis Jones this season has improved. He was one player that was standing out in that Liverpool form. You know, especially you had a lot of players who were injured, and then you have this young guy who came through and made a difference. And that's what you want. You want to be given an opportunity, and especially if these big players are sitting down and you know, come in and make a difference. And that's what Curtis Jones did.
And your flop?
And my flop, Joe Gomez.
Yeah.
That is my flop. Joe Gomez was flop for me for Liverpool. Especially, I was so mad when they played Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Real Madrid were like
That
Liverpool,
game at home.
not even at home only. Also, they were leading.
Especially at home, like I saw so many
Mistakes from him. That's what I'm saying. I think his mistakes were more highlighted in the Champions League more, because now you have a team who are leading very well, and you're thinking Liverpool, they stand a chance, and that was worse. So Joe Gomez was the worst, was the flop for me in Liverpool.
So for me, my best player is Mo Salah, of course. Why Mo Salah? You know, it wasn't the Salah that we used to see.
But he did enough.
Even he did enough for himself. Because now I'm talking about the like individual thing.
Yeah.
You know, Salah, like when Liverpool is like the worst Liverpool, he always score.
Mm-hmm.
Like even when Liverpool is bad, you're losing 3-1, that one goal is Mo Salah.
Mm-hmm.
So on the top scorer is there also.
Yeah.
So that's
Still
why
maintain being a top scorer. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's why I put him as the best player.
Improved?
And for my improved, I put Arnold. Why Arnold? I'm gonna tell you. Arnold didn't start well. We've been talking about Arnold, like laughing at him, but you can see that Arnold is a good player. You know, defending he wasn't doing good. You know, and when they changed his position, mentally also it didn't drop, right? You've been going through stuff, people are laughing at you, doing memes about you, but now they're changing position and you're showing, coming back stronger, scoring goals, assisting. Is the best. I think he's the best best assistant for Liverpool.
For Liverpool, yes,
Yes.
he did.
See, so for
And
me,
that is when once he started shifting to the position.
that's why I put him for my improved player, because I didn't think about Jones, but I'm still gonna take Arnold because he really impressed me. You know, I saw that he improved. You know, when they give you a chance to a second chance to do something well, and you did it well, so that's why I took him as my improved player, because
then
also his stats also.
Your flopped.
My flop was Van Dijk. Virgil van
Oh
Dijk.
yes.
Virgil, we've been talking about Virgil as a very good defender.
Yes.
I
If
know
Prince
Prince
was here,
he wasn't gonna agree with
he
me.
was not gonna agree
But
with that.
I know that Virgil van Dijk, even not only with Liverpool, even with Netherlands,
Yes.
he has very bad games. You know, wasn't defending well. We always say that Virgil doesn't wanna tackle because he's like, okay, doesn't wanna what so many things about him, but now we saw that okay, he's human also.
Yeah, I think this season made him feel like he was overrated.
That's why I put him as a flop, because we know Virgil is a good player. We've been saying he's a good player, but can he maintain that level? You know, and
yes.
he didn't.
He
this
didn't
season.
this
Let's
season.
see it next season. Maybe he's gonna be good. So for this season, it was my flop. He's a good defender. I love him, but this season
Not this
it's just
season.
like-
Let's go to Spurs. Spurs.
Spurs, obviously, my best player is Harry Kane. Obviously.
Both of us,
Who
we are
else?
agreeing. Harry
Yeah.
Kane was the best for Spurs.
Harry Kane is Spurs. Harry Kane is Tottenham. If there's no Harry Kane, there's no Tottenham.
He's even like rumors, like I told you, there's rumors that he might be. I think he's enjoying this.
I think he won.
No trophy. Not only that, but maybe he I don't know. I don't know what
I
Harry
know.
Kane is sitting there for.
Maybe it's like he can still give something to. Maybe he doesn't
He
want to
can.
leave. He doesn't want to leave without
But he's not
giving
getting-
something. But
he's not
also time is
with
going.
that team.
Plus this season they're not playing any European Championship.
Yes.
Maybe this season you can try to give them maybe FA Cup or focus on the. But there's a big problem right now because until now they still don't know who's gonna be the coach next season.
Yes,
every
yes, they're
coach
still looking. It's
apparently
saying
have
no.
been avoiding them. So,
I was hoping Nagelsmann, but he said no.
Yeah. And my
Improved.
improved is Emerson, the defender.
Oh,
Yeah,
and
Emerson-
I don't have an improved here because it was like,
Emerson
Ooh,
is my
but
improved because when he
yes.
came also I've been like myself I've been laughing at him. But I saw him to when he was playing for Betis Sevilla. I know his qualities. I know he's a good player. I know he can do better. Right, but when he came, it wasn't that Emerson that I saw in La Liga. It was just, he wasn't even playing like as a Brazilian player. So that's why. And then this season he started well defending. Remember Manchester City against Tottenham.
Yes.
Grealish couldn't really play because
yes,
of Emerson.
because
Like
of
he was playing
Emerson.
very well. And then there's more games like that he was just playing well. And yeah, that's why I put him as my improved player. And my flop is Richarlison.
Okay.
Richarlison is my flop because we know Richarlison is talented. We know what he can achieve. We saw him playing on the World Cup. We saw goals. He can score goals.
And that's the thing. He
But
did
he-
very well
he
in the
has
World
given-
Cup.
yeah.
But when he got to Chelsea,
They gave him chances. He said that they didn't give him enough
Enough
time,
chances.
time to play. They gave him chances, but even on those games, okay, Champions League he scored like 1 goal. That was it. And after that, I didn't find the Richarlison the way. There's so many players that I can put on flops.
Romero also.
Yeah,
for
there's
me.
so many players that I can put there, but I chose Richarlison because of his talent and because what I was expecting him to do, and he didn't. That's why I chose Richarlison. But there's a lot of more players that I can put as flop for Spurs.
Okay, let's go to Brighton.
That's my favorite team.
I
This
think
season, Premier
for
League,
me,
like, they
Brighton,
impressed me.
funny thing, I know, please don't judge me. I don't have a flop for Brighton. But I know, and I want to tell you my improved player.
Yeah.
It's not really a player, but my improved is De Zerbi.
Good choice.
It is De Zerbi, especially coming
Your
from
best or
Porter.
improved?
I'm just saying improving from Porter
Yeah.
to him. That's like I'm checking that improved. Like
Yeah.
for me, not the player, just from coming from Porter to him. Because for me, I love how Brighton are playing. Brighton are playing a very good football.
Like-
Brighton are playing a football that you enjoy. The
Like,
technical
they're
football.
always forwards. It's City, United, Arsenal. They don't care. They play the game.
Exactly.
You know, like there's other
Oh.
teams like when
That's why I'm
small teams,
saying.
you know, when they play against big teams.
Yes.
When
That's
they
why I'm
see
saying.
Manchester is gonna be a bit at
A
the
bit.
back and
That's why I'm saying that.
putting a bus. It doesn't put buses.
He doesn't. That's what
doesn't
I
put
like.
buses, yeah.
That's what I love. That's what I liked about that game that we played. Also, I think if
Well, that was
Arsenal
a good game.
Arsenal stood the test of times,
Bruh,
there would have been
why did
a
I tell
lot
you?
of
I told you
chances.
there's 2 teams that's if Arsenal keep playing well, that's
It would
if
have been Brentford and-
those 2
and
teams,
them.
and then you struggle against those.
And
2
we
teams.
struggle. Okay, with Brentford, we had our C team, not even our B team. We had
Ah.
our C team. But like, I'm just talking about. For me, that's why I'm saying my most improved. It should definitely be from Porter to him. And apparently, when I was listening to them, they were talking about when after Porter left, they did not go to so many. They didn't look for a lot of managers. It was strictly they had him in mind, and that was it. That was it. And for me, I was like, wow, that is super good because when he came, I love his technique, how he
good.
thinks,
He's
how
good.
he plays the game. It's almost, when he was him and Pep, you could see this is a matter of technical, thinking. This is a matter of who can outdo the other one. Who can be For me,
I knew him before he comes to Brighton.
Really,
Yeah,
I knew.
Shakhtar Donetsk. He was at Shakhtar Donetsk, and then you could see how those players were playing. Like Shakhtar was like Brazil, Brazil Rosario playing with Ronaldinho. You could see with those players like they were very good. That's when I saw him there. I was like, no, this coach is good. What he was doing with Shakhtar and stuff, and he came to Brighton, Premier League. Premier League is not easy. You're gonna find Arteta there. You will find
yes.
Guardiola,
Guardiola,
Klopp,
you know, yeah.
So you just come and then be there.
And then for my best player, I think we can both agree. I hope we both return the same place, and hopefully, okay, I'm gonna like go
What
for.
did you go?
I'm gonna go for Mac Allister. Who did you go for?
I went for McAllister.
Why would you go for him?
Because I was dancing between McAllister and Mitoma.
Oh yeah.
You know, so
Kinda.
that's why I put Mitoma as my improved player.
Okay.
And McAllister is my best player, because McAllister, we could see the midfielder there, what he was doing, and then Mitoma improved because we didn't really know him,
We did it exactly.
and this season just came. But I
His
heard
ability
that
to dribble,
Yeah, I
to
heard
move forward,
that's
to just
like-
getting those smaller spaces.
when he
He's
was
good.
young, he was,
he went to varsity and
varsity
and
to
you
learn
could
and
see
stuff, and then he's
school is
proving.
important. We've seen that with
Yes.
him.
And
He's
he's
putting it into.
improving, yeah.
He's really did.
And there's this other player that I wanted to put, but I forgot his name.
I will
he's
also put
Colombian.
Caicedo too.
Caicedo.
Yes, Caicedo too.
Caicedo also is an improved player, but that's young player, the one who scored against Manchester City. He scored against Arsenal. He scored against Manchester City. He scored against big teams. I just forgot his name. He's young. He's really young. He's really young, but he's been playing.
Inciso.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
So,
Inciso, yes.
yeah.
Inciso, yes.
I wanted to put him
Oh,
as
yes.
my improved player.
Yes.
But I choose Mitoma over him, because Mitoma made me scream this season. So
No, how he moves very
Yeah.
quickly. Yeah, no, I agree with
so
you.
that was it for me. And for flop, I didn't really see, because those guys were playing as a team. Like, you couldn't really tell who's the star on this team and who's not, because they were really a team for Brighton.
Yeah, me too. And then let's go for Chelsea. For me,
Let me laugh first.
my best player at Chelsea, and I declare and I decree, no one.
Okay.
No one. If I'm gonna choose who did certain enough, will be Thiago Silva. But no one at Chelsea. There is no good player, best player.
Okay.
If I need to, like I said, if I need to force it out, it will be Thiago Silva. But no one for me. Improved. I have no one. No one improved at Chelsea.
At that point,
No one improved at Chelsea. Flopped. They all flopped at Chelsea.
The whole team,
The whole team.
the board.
Even the board flopped at Chelsea. They even had like 3
Coaches.
managers in a season. That's how
That's why I
floppy.
said the boards. Yeah.
That's how floppy they are. So best player, no one. If we're forcing it out, Thiago improved. No one improved. When Sterling and the other ones came in, Enzo, we thought they were gonna make any huge difference. But again, we can give reasons why. But no one. Everybody flopped. Yeah, that's for me. So Chelsea.
For me,
Is-
best
it is
player.
the way it is. It's a proof of what they did this whole season.
Yeah, for me, best player at Chelsea, I put Thiago Silva. Thiago Silva has been the best. We even saw when he got injured, like, they were struggling, like, very bad. Even the Chelsea fans, they voted him as the best player at Chelsea.
Oh,
so,
okay.
I saw him with the trophy, so that's why I put him as my best player. And my improved player, I put Fofana.
Guys, he's even a good person. Hey?
My improved
He's
player,
even looking.
yeah, my improved player, I put Fofana. Why Fofana? Because I know Fofana. I saw him play in League 1 at Saint Etienne. He was playing, like, he was very good. And now he came to Chelsea. He started well and got injured and stuff like that. But when he came back, and Koulibaly, they dropped Koulibaly to the bench and for him, and he has been playing, you can see that, okay, him and Thiago Silva, they were at least trying something. So it was at least trying. That was my
Not that
improved-
game they played with Manchester City.
Nah.
Okay.
And at least that's why overall I think he's my improved player for Fofana. And for the flop, I put Modric.
Hey.
I put Modric because Modric, he came as a star player. He came as a star boy
Ish. Yeah.
and finished like a flop boy. you know, 007. Like no assists, no goals, nothing.
No
Nothing.
play, like he did nothing.
Nothing for Modric. We can't even. No, they gave him chances to play.
Could have went to.
We didn't even see.
To Arsenal, maybe.
I think, maybe next season he's gonna do well because he's a good player. I don't really know him, but I've seen him play in Europa League and then also watch some videos on YouTube. I can see that okay, he's talented. He has something, but maybe he came at the wrong time at Chelsea, you know, and then things wasn't just good, and then the board and changing coaches. Sometimes you play, sometimes you don't, but. Yeah, but also even if the team is bad, we can see something, but he wasn't even doing that thing. So I don't know if it's like confidence, lack of confidence or what, but it's still my flop. And then also I also put like the whole team as a flop. Yeah, Chelsea.
Yeah,
was
I think it's
flop.
because the caliber at where Chelsea is.
Yeah.
You
so
know,
since 92, I think, or 90 something. Since that time that they've like being like beds ranked on the table since that time, after like I don't know how many years now that Chelsea is dropping. Newcastle is above Chelsea. Fulham is above Chelsea.
Exactly.
Even Crystal Palace is behind. So it's even Brentford, I think, above Chelsea.
Yeah, it is above
Aston
Chelsea.
Villa above Chelsea. So with the money that you put, you invest a lot of money buying players, and they still have players to come again. Kunku is coming, and there's the player they bought from Lyon in Ligue 1 is coming also. But I saw them; they're still on the market looking for players. So I think, but let give them a chance. You know, Enzo. Let's give them a chance.
I think next season,
maybe
yes.
something different will be there, because I saw him like.
I know we've seen what Pochettino did for
removing players and stuff.
For Spurs, we've seen what he has done for Spurs. So he's a good manager.
Yeah, he knows the Premier League.
He knows the Premier League. So I think also if they.
But I don't know if he can really work under pressure.
Who, Pochettino?
Yeah, because you know Tottenham they gave him time. They trusted him. They gave him time. PSG, they didn't really give him time. But he was under pressure, and we saw what happened. Yes. But I remember also PSG against Real Madrid. The first leg was a very good game. PSG played very well. You could see even PSG against Bayern Munich. We knocked Bayern out with Pochettino. You could see. So he's a good player. He's a good coach. He just maybe gonna need time, and then the board to trust him, to let him work freely.
Yeah,
and it's gonna be.
I think that's what Todd Boehly needs to do. If he allows him and give him the dressing room, because we've seen or we've heard about him coming into the dressing room trying to speak to players and all that. So I think also you need such managers who are able to, who have strong characters like Pochettino, who will be saying
to make strong choices.
To make strong choices, like what he did right now. We're all complaining about how he's not keeping Joao Felix. It's every, because when we look at him, oh, he's a kid who's good, you know, he just needs a good leadership, just needs a good manager. But you have managers like that who are able to make such decisions and be like, he does not fit in my system, and because he does not fit in my system already, I'm letting him go. So already I'm thinking the players that are already there, they're already thinking, if we don't perform, Pochettino is gonna sit us down. If he's able to say bye to him, definitely can say
it's
to
already
anyone.
a big signal to everyone, to the dressing room. You are Modric, you are Thiago Silva, you are whoever. If you don't do something, I'll bench you. I'll do this.
And I think we.
But I think also they need to let some player go, because even when was against Manchester City or the game before that, Thiago Silva have been saying that we have a lot of players. There's some other players that we don't even know. There's Chukwuemeka, some Mundueke, something like that. There's new players that we don't even know, right? And then they keep on buying players. Thiago Silva was even saying on an interview, like, I feel like the dressing room is becoming smaller. So and you can't really create a group with all of that, because there's so many egos there. Everyone has his ego, and then you have Aubameyang. Like Aubameyang, you can let him go.
Could he be part of the flop?
And then it could be part of the flop also.
Yeah, if you're gonna
and
name
also
people.
there's Lukaku that is coming back. So you have players coming back from loan. You have players that you bought and then you're waiting for June for them to come back. They are coming back. So there's so many things happening. Let's see. I trust Pochettino can do something good with Chelsea.
So next season, it's definitely going to be very competitive.
Since also they won't have the Champions League pressure, they will just play for the
Gonna be a
for the
build
league.
up.
It's gonna be a build up, but I think maybe they can do something better.
Yeah.
But against Arsenal, they won't.
So guys, these are our best players, improved players, and flopped/worst players. So tell us yours. If you're disagreeing with one player there and you feel like they should have been the best and we've placed him under improved or flopped, let us know. But so this one, I'm gonna ask you this last question. So with this one, I'm gonna give you can choose as much as you want.
Yeah.
Your most surprises this season. Like, what's your most surprises?
Brighton.
Brighton.
Brighton is my most surprises this season, and Newcastle. I didn't really expect Newcastle to be.
I still expected the top 6 to be fighting, to be the one fighting for,
top 6, but you being like playing Champions League, and then Brighton first because it's like the first Europe to play. Like they're playing Europa League, ne? Yeah.
Yes, they are playing Europa League.
Like the Zerbi came and then qualified them for that. Newcastle, after so many years, now they're going back to the Champions League. And also Arsenal, obviously. Why Arsenal? Because when we came, like, objective was to be in the top 4,
yes.
right? And then we start playing and start enjoying, and then start seeing.
Start
okay,
thinking
we can,
they can win.
yeah, we
this.
can do it. We can
They
do
can
it.
win
we can
it.
do it. And then we didn't. But at least, thank you to Arteta. We're going back to the Champions League, and then we can see that we have a team. There's still a lot of things to improve. He will. Just gonna give him time, and then everything will be all right. So I think that was my surprises for this season.
I think also for me, my surprise, we all can say it's Arsenal. Arsenal surprised us a lot. They did. And I think also commenting on Arsenal is I'm hoping next season they've seen what they needed this season. They've seen the potential. They know they can make it. They just need to do what is necessary.
Yeah.
My problem is I don't want them to be in the same position next season and then giving us the same excuses that they don't have a bench, that they are
But
still
we didn't have a bench.
listen.
Let me tell you something. Compared to
Can we not
Manchester
fight?
City, we are not fighting.
I know we're gonna fight.
We are not
Can I
fighting.
first speak?
Compared to Manchester City,
I am
look
gonna
at
say
Manchester
this guy's
City.
name.
You think you can compete with?
I'm not. Listen.
For how many
Arsenal-
days we playing?
Listen. I'm not comparing Arsenal. This is not a matter of comparing. I'm talking about surprises. They've surprised me. And I'm saying there's a possibility that next season they can still be in the same position.
Why?
I'm saying you guys are able to do it again. That's what I'm
Possibility
saying.
to
be able to
bottle the title.
not to bottle it, but to compete for it.
Yeah, of
That's
course.
what I'm saying. So my problem is I'm saying if you're gonna go again next season and compete for it, you must learn from your mistakes this season. Meaning I know
We have a smart coach.
Right now you are saying to me, no, a lot of reasons Arsenal, which is it's true. Those reasons are true. We've spoken about how they are young players and we are agreeing. We are saying if you are saying that is the problem,
And
then
you could
fix
see,
the
and
problem.
then you could see also that this team is young, right? And then
Yes, and we
they
agree.
couldn't really under the pressure because there was time that
Exactly.
City is really behind us. We're going to play against City. If we lose this game, it's done. Since we lost against Liverpool, and then we start seeing Manchester City
Southampton, West
coming
Ham,
back,
and
coming back, we're just like,
you
okay,
felt the pressure.
the pressure, and they were like, okay, people are expecting too much, and we've been showing too much. Can we do that? And then you start doubting in your head.
That's true, and that's why I'm coming back. I'm saying they surprised us,
And then it was the first time for a young team like that to be in this position. But now we know that, okay, what we need to expect next season, we fix it. Don't worry. We have a good coach. We have money. We're going to buy players.
That's what I want.
Yeah, we're going to buy
I'm
players.
saying you are able to do it
We're going to buy
again. But I'm
Caicedo.
saying
Shaka is going to buy Caicedo. We're going to buy Cancelo. Who else are we gonna buy? We're gonna buy Mitoma. Who else are we gonna buy? So there's
if you wanna buy the whole Premier League, buy the whole Premier League. My point is, I was surprised by them, and that means the capability. Again, I think one of my biggest surprise this season was, okay, we know Chelsea being there. Like we said last season, we saw that they were good, but they were still taking last season. Not super good Chelsea. I mean, like they became so surprising. Listen to what they are surprising in way they ended up the season 12.
Oh, okay.
That's a surprise.
In a wrong way.
In a wrong way. Like that's that. Like the surprise of saying,
like,
"Oh, you started in the good." No. Like the surprise is like, what? Chelsea's the top four. They could have went for relegation or fighting
but
for
we got used to it also.
Yes, but it was like that thing of surprise because Chelsea, and you're talking about, as much as we knew that how bad Arsenal have been, but Arsenal have never dropped to that level.
Bruh.
Okay, maybe some seasons.
Which season?
Never.
When we were bad, it was like 7.
Exactly.
You know.
So if Arsenal haven't, it shows you that the flop.
But Arsenal is a bigger team than Chelsea. What are you talking about?
I'm not gonna debate him about that because he's Arsenal, and every time we start speaking about Arsenal and PSG, it never ends with me and him. So that was me. And my biggest, do we have any biggest surprise players? I'm not gonna say much about biggest surprise players. Whew.
Yeah, for me, still from Brighton. That's that guy, Inciso, yeah. For me, it was a big surprise. Also, Mitoma, because I didn't really know him. It was a big surprise. And then from Manchester City, I can't really say surprises because we know Arsenal also same thing. Newcastle, I can say.
Manchester United, no.
Manchester United surprise.
I think the surprise is making it to the.
Maybe surprises will coming from the smaller.
I think getting back to the winning ways.
Yeah.
That's no, it's not really a surprise because we knew they just need to have a better coach, and they would have, because they're Manchester United. They're still a big team. We can't say anything
for
better
players,
about.
I think Brighton and Newcastle really show.
Yeah.
Ooh, and there's a team, and there's someone I just forgot, like Aston Villa. Aston Villa with Unai Emery. Aston Villa when Gerrard had
the coach.
Aston Villa they were like very down there, but now they're playing
and
Euro.
then after I agree.
They're playing Euro.
Yeah,
so he just came, and then that also was a big
very
surprise.
Good.
Yeah, he really improved with Aston Villa.
So let's just close it out, guys. Ne? So I'm gonna rank your best managers, like from 1 as the best, like that. So we're starting at 1 or at 5. 1 your best,
my best.
And we're not gonna give reasons because we're not gonna fight
best
forever.
Player,
Manager.
Manager Arteta.
Okay, Arteta.
Yeah, the second Guardiola. The third De Zerbi. The fourth I'm gonna give to Unai Emery because of what he has done. And the fifth I'm gonna give to the Newcastle coach. I forgot his name.
What? So there's no Ten Hag?
Who's Ten Hag? No. I'm talking about.
No, it's what they've done. I agree.
This season, when you see even in
and
the
Ten
league,
Hag did so well. He got them the cup.
Okay.
Got them to the final FA Cup. They're playing the UCL. They made it to.
Okay, yeah, you are right.
They played really well. They energized the team.
Let me remove Unai Emery and put.
Okay. I think in
because
for
the
me,
others, because the Zerbi and then the Newcastle coach, now for me they were
I think for me it would be one would be Arteta. No, this season I'm gonna be fair. You know me, I'm fair. I'm fair, not like you.
I'm fair also. That's why I said that.
You're an emotional being when it comes to PSG and thing. I'm saying Arteta. But again, my problem with Arteta is he needed.
You're not gonna give reason.
He just needed that this much, this long. Arteta. When I give him this season, Pep Guardiola. I'm gonna give Ten Hag. Like I've already given reasons what he's done, and I like the fact that he can make tough decisions. about him. I like that about him.
If you're talking about CR7.
No. I'm just saying, but you can tell. You can tell Ten Hag. He's no nonsense brainer. We don't know what's going on in the back, but you can tell. Even when they lost after 7-0, he did not take anything. You saw how he reacted on that one. So Ten Hag, I'm gonna go for De Zerbi. I'm gonna go for Unai Emery. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
And what about the Newcastle coach?
You know when you have teams sleeping through now, it makes it so hard.
That guy, he took Newcastle almost went to relegation that season. He saved them from relegation.
Yeah, from relegation to that.
And this season, they're playing Champions League. That's a very big improvement.
Let's add him on the fifth one. I think he can go fifth or fourth. Yeah. So guys, thank you for tuning in to Game One with Sabina.
Thank you guys.
And hopefully I'm gonna be consistent.
Hopefully
I'm gonna be consistent. But the Premier League is done. But soccer is not yet done.
Let's just watch the Europa League final.
Let's watch the Europa League final.
I'm rooting for AS
And we have FA Cup. We're gonna talk about
Jose
next.
Mourinho.
I'm the special one. Go
One.
Jose Mourinho. I think we all Roma.
Yeah. But even though
But
we know that Sevilla...
yes. I think I would want... Oh, I can imagine Jose winning it.
I want Jose to win it, so it's gonna be really the special one. And then when he leaves,
he's already the special one. It will be boosting his ego.
Yeah.
It will be super.
That's what I want, so that he can leave and come to PSG.
Okay, guys, thank you for tuning into Game On with Sabina. We're continuously gonna be doing these amazing games, everything, sports.
Cheers.